Now for a little bit of Star Trek Online stream. Basically, I'm just trying to kill time until I can do the daily. So I figure I might as well play him for a bit, get him some of those levels, so he can get the fancy ship at the end of the rainbow.
Your minimap shows you where your objectives are. An arrow will appear on the minimap if you are far away from your objective.
Yes, an arrow will appear to point me in the direction I need to go. Pleasure to meet you, Emin. Everyone here has heard that the RA virus happened in your colony. I'm sorry you had to go through that, but that's what we're trying to stop. Someday settlements like Vernet will be safe. I'm a tailor, which means I can alter the appearance of your outfit or those of your bridge officers. In exchange for credits, you can find other tailors in social areas. However, this time I am authorized to offer you a free change if you want to put on your new uniform or if you want. Ready to try your new look? Sure, I'll give it a shot. And this is where you go to like customize your outfits and stuff. Why is it showing me him? Oh yeah. If I want to, now I can do like a vest. Got some fancy stuff. Could do a whole new look here if I wanted. I kind of like this one with the higher collar. Sort of like the whole business coat type deal we got going there. Undershirt we'll do black with for the seams. Yeah, it looks good. Pants. So now I can do like panels and pockets. All Romulan civilian work. Give kind of a whole situation like that. Or I could just go cancel and boop, stay with my default outfit. Now for bridge officers, you just go into them. Find what outfit you want them to wear. Of course, he's gonna give me trouble. He's not an engineering officer, he's a tactical officer. So that means red, black, gray 10, gray 10. No collar, because the collar looks stupido. We'll leave the shirt the way it is. No. Tight. You can make it so the pouches are still there. Standard. We'll go with the blue pants. Let me look at my character. Sometimes I have to go to the uniform, make sure I've got everything all set asunder. So combat, loose, long, standard, combat boots. So blue, green, gray. Loose, long. color, which is red, then sort of a dark green, and then gray 10. It's like I'll only be playing for an hour or so, but yeah. And that's how you customize a character's outfit. Everybody's gonna get blue pants because blue pants. You know, I changed my mind. Everybody's gonna get black pants because black is just so much better in a uniform for pants. Guess I could go with that. Gray kind of fit. Yeah, that works. I'll do the gray. Yeah, sometimes it does that where it tries to put you in customization for someone else. Yeah, there we go. There. Because obviously, who wears blue pants as part of a uniform? That's just silly. Now, where are we going? Ah, yes, customize my ship. This is where I can choose a different ship for the Romulans. See, I got aged Romulan. To make it look new. Keep that sweet interior. I mean, there's really not much you can do other than take the decal off. So we'll go cancel, exit. But here I can go to this lady, not lady, this fellow here, and go change active starship, and go and have a ship that's basically the same level as this ship, but with just a different look and a fancy device that you can add to it. It's like stat wise it's basically the exact same ship. It's basically just a way to give you something different to play with from the beginning. This lets me go with all these different ones. Aged Romulan, that's kind of a cool one. Gives it this nice gray. Can't really do anything with the hull. But we'll do Andromeda, 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 Andromeda. Colors we'll choose are blue and red. Yeah. Can't do the fancy decal on this. Well, there's pretty much here to give you an alternate look if you want for your ship. Stat wise, it's indiscernible from the regular ship, but it does come with a better console in it to begin with, and the console is pretty powerful. That's the big thing with buying the
Hello again. Now that you're settling in, I wanted to speak with you about what our overall goals will be. First and foremost, we are looking for a new planet to call home. Tamer and his crew are handling that search. While the search continues, I am working on any possible alliances that we can make with the Federation and the Klingon Empire. We will need allies if we are to proceed. Your task will be the protection and recovery of other Romulans spread throughout this sector.
Are there many other colonies?
We're finding more by the day. Some have already joined us, but others do not believe in our cause. It will be up to you and your crew to protect these colonies from the Tal Shiar and to recruit anyone willing to assist us. Do you have any questions? If not, I would suggest you return to your ship. Tamer will have his orders ready for you.
Will alliance with the Federation and Romulan, or the Federation and the Klingons work?
I do not know. Our history of deception with both groups definitely does not help. The Tal Shiar, however, will not attack the fleet for now. Sela would see such a direct action as too great a risk. She much prefers to work in the shadows. Let me worry about our potential allies. While you're away, I will be working with diplomats from both sides to come to an agreement we can all live with.
Has Tamer found any plans suitable for us to colonize?
Not yet. He and his crew have been assisting Romulan colonies throughout the region, and he has not been able to focus his efforts on the search. With you here, however, Tamer's mission to find a new homeworld can begin. He will be sending scout ships to analyze nearby planets. We'd prefer to find a suitable world in this sector, but we'll expand our search if we need to do so.
Very well, I'll go to my ship.
Sounds like we've got our orders. If you're ready, I can beam you back to the ship. However, before that, I need to ask a favor. I have a sister. Her name is Rena Kev. She and I were separated a long time ago. I want to try to find her. As we're doing our missions, could you try to ask about Rena? Thanks.
I'll do what I can. Beam me back to the ship. That is something you get as a big, like, 1,000-day members plan thing that they have. Is if you do that, you can get the liberated Borg.
The Tal Shiar is advancing on our allies.
All is set to go. I trust. Good. There's a lot to do. First target is already under attack by a Tal Shiar. No time to wait.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
And that just bumped me up 3 levels right there. If we're going to have a chance of breaking away from Sela and the Tal Shiar, we need allies and a lot of settlements like yours out there. We're in contact with some of them, but we always reaching out to try to make new ones. I heard a group of Romulans has taken up residence in a Suliban helix in the Beta Quadrant. I'd like you to visit them. Feel them out, help them if you can, but most of all, find out if they're willing to join Titan in his search for a new homeworld.
I have new orders for you.
The helix is a reference to the Suliban. The Suliban were a race originally introduced in Star Trek Enterprise, where they were basically sort of a mildly, well, not mildly, they were a fairly antagonistic group that was working for people from the future. Which, in my opinion, is the main thing that dragged Enterprise down, was its usage of time travel. It got kind of crazy with the whole time travel shtick. Now, go to stations. Add our friend Tobin Kev. Now, something you can do is, nowadays, you go to the character, you see him, he has all these skills. Basically, I buy a book and I teach him that skill, and he has it forever, and I can just switch between them as at will. But you have to pay expertise here to unlock them. This way you can try to differentiate the officers, especially if you're going to have like multiple classes of officer. Multiples of the same class of officer, like say you have 2 engineers, you don't want that the exact same loadout. More or less. There tends to be more space options than ground options. And basically, as you do these early missions, you unlock a bunch of, you unlock your first 3 engineers. Your first 3, bridge officers. We're being hailed by Republic Command, sir. They wish to congratulate you on your success. Congratulations on your advancement. If you have any questions on future progression, please don't hesitate to ask. And this is basically just telling you out of new abilities we gained.
We've arrived at the Helix, but we're not the only ship here. A tall Shi'ar warbird is approaching from the direction of the primary structure. They haven't raised shields yet, but their weapons are online. Wait, they're hailing us. Your orders?
We see all.
To the person in command of the RRW Brokar, be advised that you're in violation of Tal Shiar Security Order 63R. Your vessel is operating in this area without authorization. Identify yourself immediately or actions will be considered hostile, and we don't want that kind of trouble. What authority could you possibly have out here? Tal Shiar has authority to track down terrorists that threaten the Romulan Star Empire no matter where they try to hide. And don't bother with deceptions. Our records indicate that a warbird with your ship's designation decommissioned years ago. We've already identified you as Anim. Stealing military property is a serious crime. Care to explain, Commander? Close channel and raise shields.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Time has taken much from the Suliban.
To the RRW Broca, where we plead mercy. They're only civilians. Not only civilians in his. We don't have much more than that. We can scavenge for ships. We were told, as we told the Tal Shiar, there are no terrorists here. The Cabal are long gone. Take whatever scrap you need, but please stop taking our people. The Helix was originally hundreds of connected cell ships that would support up to 3,000 people. It and other similar stations were constructed after the destruction of our homeworld. This Helix is abandoned decades ago for unknown reasons. My people are nomadic. We've returned to salvage what we can. So far, we survived by trading scrap from the station for supplies. Then why are you here? We don't have much to trade and we don't want trouble. We're looking for Romulan refugees. There are a few Romulan refugees hiding within the Helix, but they need they said they need temporary shelter, but we'll be leaving soon. We meant no harm. How are we to know they were wanted terrorists? Please take them and with you go. Take them with you and go. We're not with the Tal Shiar. Your actions speak for your true goals. You'll help us if you help us repairing this Helix arm structures. Then we will get the refugees to your ships, but hurry, we're in jeopardy every moment you remain here.
More Tal Shiar have entered the system. Please, help us.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Yeah, I believe the ship's class is called the Tivoro. As Romulans, I tend to stick with the Warbirds, even though you, after joining a faction, you do have access to their ships. So if you want to be a Romulan futzing around inside a D7, you can do that.
One more to
Tivoro
go. As soon as
sort
Delta
of
is connected, we can negotiate a transfer.
works sort of like their bird of prey in terms of attacking. But yeah, basically all the Romulan warbirds are mostly science type ships with the ability to get some pretty heavy amounts of weapons, but they all have a critical weakness. A lot of, well, not all, some of them have the critical weakness of not being able to turn very fast,
More Tal Shiar ships are
which
entering
can
the
be a
area.
problem in big engagements where you have to cover space. Plasma torpedoes can actually be destroyed mid-flight.
Target's shields have failed.
In the episode Balance of Terror, when we first saw the Romulans in Star Trek, the original series, their ship registered as having no warp drive. Because at that point the Romulans weren't using the standard matter-antimatter reaction drive that most races in the franchise use. They had actually developed something based around singularity.
Target's shields have failed.
Ships would register as having a warp drive as we know it. But they know it. Which is why that ship was able to go so fast, even though it did not seem to have a warp drive. But it also needed to have something that powerful to work for the cloaking device. The cloaking device is a massive power sink, which is why they couldn't fire weapons or raise shields while the cloak was active. Now, we saw the Romulans doing something like cloaking in Enterprise, but it was more along the lines of they had hologram projectors around the ship where they could project the space from the other side, kind of
wish I could do
the
more
way
to
we have
help.
for active camouflage. Now that the arms are restored, we located the refugees. They're being moved to the centralized location, so you can get a transport log. We explained the situation to them, but the representative of the group is asking to speak with you.
I'm trying to make the best of this.
Kayan informs me that we're being transported to the vessel. I realize we can't stay in the Helix, but we have no intention of being forced into servitude. The Tal Shiar already destroyed our home. All we want is for you to leave us on an uninhabited world or someplace we can hide until we rebuild our lives. You'll be safe with the Tan. You have my word. We've heard of the Tan. We've heard rumors that he's plotting revolt against the Tal Shiar. Going to him sounds more dangerous than staying here. Would you rather stay and be captured? I know I'm out of options, though, Lieutenant, but it doesn't mean I have to like it. I don't know why the Tal Shiar are abducting our families, but we can't afford to lose anyone else. How about I make you a deal? You personally guarantee that my friends will be safe with the Talon's fleet, and I'll work for you. I served as a science officer on multiple civilian vessels. I can help you. I just can't run. I can't run anymore. If I fight the Tal Shiar to keep my friends safe, that's what I'll have to do. Is there a woman named Rena Kev in your group? Rena Kev? No. I don't know anybody then. Thank you. Prepare to beam aboard.
All the refugees are aboard, but there's more trouble. A Tal Shiar battleship, the IRW Koval, has entered the system. They're hailing us, and they're asking for you by name. Remember, they're not here to be friends.
IRW represents Imperial Warbird. KDS is the Klingon Defense Force, and Starfleet is the Federation's army. Or USS, which is the United Starship, or something like that. United Systems Ship, it's something weird like that for USS in Star Trek.
Our world will be avenged.
Lieutenant Anim, you are ordered to stand down. You are wanted for questioning by the Tal Shiar. Lower your shields and surrender your vessel and crew, or prepare to face consequences. Never. The Tal Shiar are corrupt. Your actions speak for themselves. You'll answer to the destruction you've caused today. Remember, you were given a chance to strike. Close channel and power to shield.
I recommend using our cloaking device to get close enough for a sneak attack.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Yeah, they don't have a system in the game, which I think they should, where you fire and then cloak drops. You have to actually drop the cloak, then fire. Plasma torpedoes are interesting because they cause tick damage on enemy ships. Like, even if they don't hit the ship through the shields, the plasma damage continues to do slight tick damage to them.
Target shields have failed.
A lot of people think the reason the Romulans were able to make plasma weapons so powerful is because they were able to draw more power into them, because of not needing the warp core to power weapons, since they power their weapons from dedicated fusion generators. And I get destroyed because they're stronger. And they were destroyed because of my destruction, because your death throws, as it were.
Time has taken much from the Suliban.
Thank you for taking the refugees, Lieutenant. Tell them we're sorry, we simply have no way to protect them. Hopefully they'll find refuge with your fleet. Our best hope now is to cooperate with the Tal Shiar and tell them that you've taken the refugees. Do what you have to. We can't offer much, but I'll tell other Suliban that the Talon's fleet is standing up to the Tal Shiar. I'm also sending you a contact for a friendly local trader in case you need salvage or have goods to sell. Please keep our involvement discreet. And please go. Leave now before more Tal Shiar arrive. Thank you, Kayan.
Kayan closed the channel. He's right. They'll be lucky if the Tal Shiar let them live. We should leave and report back to Tamer. Some of the refugees we brought aboard may have Starship experience. If we're expecting more trouble, we'll need some help on the bridge.
Leave system. Farfik Mugen. There's an item I forgot to grab. Then again, you might be able to re-enter the system. Nope. Looks like it's in.
We have to stop the Tal Shiar.
One-time enter. Oh well. We'll give the refugees a good home here. They'll be safe. And we'll do what we can to help them. This is just the start, Lieutenant. We won't stop until we're on a new world. One of our own. And boom.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
And now, I have a new officer. Let's see. Jacket. Combat boots. They don't seem to have combat boots here. For her. We'll do light blue. And gray. Light black. What was it? White was this one? No, it was both the last ones were gray. That's right. Gray. Now. This uniform will be just the one till I get to the main fleet. I think I'll change her hair. You can actually change the detailing a bit on the forehead. Make it more pronounced. It's something they add to the Romulans in Next Gen to make them a little bit more unique compared to the Klingons. Compared to the way they were in the original series where they were just Vulcans. Now we'll go with a different hairstyle than that. These are like Vulcan style haircuts from like Tuvok and stuff. Gothic, long and wavy. Ooh, I like that one for her. Looks good. Exit. Crossroads at Kateris. Many Remans have settled on Kateris after the fallout from Shinzon's rebellion. Reference to Star Trek Nemesis. While they were safe from the destruction of Romulus and Remus, Kateris is a bleak world with little in the way of habitable land. There are ample mineral deposits which the Remans mine and sell for food and other necessities, but their lives are harsh and unforgiving. Anyone who could survive Kateris for as long as the Remans has strength, and we could use that strength in our search for a homeworld. I know Remans have no love for the Tal Shiar. Go to Kateris and talk to the Remans. Show them we are sincere and that we need their support.
I'm not afraid of the Tal Shiar.
Give him some shield bonus. Let's see. Ooh, that's a better torpedo by a long shot. Now a tough choice. Do we use this? Let's see. Damage potential is 5 fit 157 compared to... Yeah, our dual banks are better right now. If I had like a third weapon slot in the front, I'd slap that on there, but since I don't, yeah, I'm a little bit better off where we are. This is the Scorpion Fighter, special one I bought for your shuttlecraft. Because there are missions where you have to use shuttles. See, these are abilities everybody has for the ground. These are class-specific ground abilities. And I'm almost level 10. Should be Lieutenant Commander soon. Once I hit that, I should be able to get a new ship and go to Ryza and get him set up for the bonus object, the Nandi destroyer that you get from the summer event that's going on. The first 10 or so levels of the game, depending on your faction, will go fast or slow. The Romulans, it seems to go a bit faster because basically they're trying to get you to level 20. Well, no. Yeah, I think it's level 20 because level 20 is when you join either the Klingons or the Federation and you do missions for them from there on. So basically, once you hit level 20, your story basically becomes similar to that of the Klingons of the Federation. It's those first 20 levels that are the real big differences between the three factions. I'm hoping that if they do get around to introducing this fourth faction that they keep talking about, which is going to be the Dominion, that they'll pump even more into that early game, maybe like push it to level 30 before you start doing the more generic missions. Because it's that early game that I really like, because that's the one that's more specific to your character. Not that I'm saying the stuff afterwards isn't good, it is, it's just, that's just my opinion. Though I imagine if they do bring in the Cardassians or as a faction, it'll probably be a lot like the Romulans, where they like their first 20 levels are their story, and then they either start working more with the Federation or start working more with the Klingons. Or they might do it where they might do it where the Cardassians are their own fixed faction, but the Romulans now get the option to either work with the Cardassians after that. So it's kind of a wait and see sort of thing.
The Tal Shiar are approaching Craterus, and they've already engaged a group of Riemann vessels in orbit. The Riemanns are sending out a general distress call. We have to help them.
We're under attack!
Commander Key of the Decimus, to any vessels, there have been unprovoked assaults on our colony. Static. Shiar agents, they have attacked, and we are suffering heavy. Please, your... Basically,
the Decimus is too heavily damaged. They can't respond to our hails. They won't last much longer if we don't help them.
Power to weapons and go forward. Gaily.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Lead the way. We'll follow your attack vector and provide support fire.
Oh, the interesting ability the Romulans get is their singularity core basically gets a whole bunch of attacks based on the level of the ship.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
I'm gonna pop some more power into weapons. Like gives them things like warp shadows, the ability to do like short range jump, and just interesting little things. One that basically gives them temporary HP.
Target shields have failed. Warning. Ship is under attack. Four shields failing. Target shields have failed.
The Decimus is nearby and it needs our help. They're losing structural integrity.
Left shields failing.
This is distribute shield power. Basically, tries to even out your shield distribution. Reinforce structural integrity on the Decimus.
We need your help.
Thank you for your assistance, RRW Bokra. We've been continuing emergency repairs. We're continuing emergency repairs, but most of our systems are offline. The Tal Shiar sent detachments to the surface and our colony is not responding to hails. With our transporters down and shuttle bay damaged, I cannot send security team to investigate. The Tal Shiar have never been so bold. They plan to destroy your colony. How can you be certain? That doesn't make sense. They left us alone for years. What would they gain by destroying our home? We've kept to ourselves. We've done nothing to challenge them.
With all due respect, we've seen this before. The Tal Shiar destroyed our colony on Viranat without warning. If we don't get your people off Craterus immediately, they'll be defenseless when the invasion force arrives.
Tovan is telling the truth. Invasion force? We aren't in a position to begin evacuation. The head of our fleet, Obasek, and most of our ships are on maneuvers out of the system. They can't possibly return. Until we re-establish communication with our colony, our priority must be to protect the people on the surface.
Find Zeden. He will help you.
He resides near the communication towers on the outskirts of the colony. If we re-establish communication, we can formulate a plan. We'll find Zeden.
Find Zeden. He will help you.
Zeden is northwest near the force field. If the planetary communications are disabled, you'll need his help to bring the transmitter back online. We'll do our best to keep more Tal Shiar from beaming down. I can't promise that we'll be able to stop them.
What are those things? They don't look Romulan to me.
Thank you, stranger.
I don't understand why this is happening. You're obviously not with the Tal Shiar. Why are you here and what do you want? Commander Chi sent us to help you. Commander Chi, good. Follow me and I'll explain what's going on. We should get inside the security field before we arrive. Before the Tal Shiar arrive.
Follow me.
Glad you're safe. Now tell us what happened.
We need to know more.
It's clear our colony is under attack, but why are the Tal Shiar doing this? Why attack Craterus? What are they after? It's an invasion. They're taking Craterus.
There's no reason for the Tal Shiar to attack Craterus.
We've been established in this colony for over 23 years. We've given permission to sail here by Dontara. Why would the Tal Shiar attack a colony of their own people? They didn't give a reason when they destroyed our colony on Virenat.
So the rumors are true.
I told you, Father, the Tal Shiar have declared war on our people, and they're going to kill us. They seem more interested in abducting people.
It doesn't make any sense.
We aren't a threat to the Tal Shiar. What do they have to gain? We can't do this without anyone. They can't do this without anyone. Worry about that later. Right now, we need to evacuate.
Evacuate? We must inform the council.
Who is going to listen to our order to evacuate? Obasek isn't here. He left Chi in charge. Why doesn't he give the order to evacuate? Tal Shiar knocked out communications.
We need to find Slamek.
That explains a lot. When we couldn't reach anyone, Slamek said he was going to check the transmitter. He hasn't come back yet. We should find him and see if we can get communications back on. Is there any other way to warn the rest of the colony? Without the transmitter, we'll have to start contacting colonists individually. The word will spread, but it will take some time. Obviously something is going on. I'm not the one to order evacuation. The fleet or the council should make that determination. Start contacting everyone you can. We'll be check on the transmitter.
I'm going with you.
You'll need help. If you're going to check out the transmitter, maybe we can find Slamek there. I appreciate the help.
Varel, you should stay here. Let these people handle this.
You don't know the whole story yet. We need more information. We need to know what the Tal Shiar want. At least stay behind the security field until we hear from the council. Either way, we need to go.
Don't worry. I can handle myself.
Father, you can see what the Tal Shiar have done. They'll need my help with the transmitter working again. We'll take the weapons and armor before we leave. Don't worry, I can handle myself.
Press the U key to view your stuff. This is your character.
Yeah. Of course it's my character. Why wouldn't it be my character? You nimcompoop. Alright. Time for me to give everybody a weapon and then log out. I'll talk to you all later.